Well, hello, you lovely Minecrafters, and welcome to the first episode of Simple and Effective. We take some of the most important farms you could have in any survival world and literally do them the simplest way that you possibly can. In situations where you don't need to build some giant farm. For instance, above me in this tiny little building is my iron farm. I built it to close to the beginning of this world, and it is ridiculously effective. And there's no real reason to build a bigger one unless you're maybe on a server. As you can see here, yes, this is all produced from the farm, and I did not spend that much time in this world. I died in it, so the world's dead to me. Um, but you will never need a bigger farm. Anyways, let's get to it. Okay, now this is the farm in its entirety. We're going to do the whole thing from scratch in just a second, but there's a couple things I wanted to point out that I'm probably not going to point out when I'm building it. Now, I use a lot of hoppers when I do mine. You don't have to do this. It's just the way I like to do it. It guarantees no loss. However, if you're just starting out in your world and you have no iron, there are some options. For instance, you could just make all these solid blocks here and not even have a hopper right there behind that one, and make a path down to the bottom. Now, instead of the hoppers collecting the iron will just fall straight to the ground, which is fine if you're working in the area because you can just sit there and collect the iron, and you'll eventually collect enough to get enough hoppers to build it to where it auto collects for you. But anyways, this is the farm, and we're going to go build it in a different world real quick. Alright, so we're going to start by just going up probably about 10 blocks here. Now, it's worth noting that you can build this farm underground or on the ground, wherever you want really, but if you don't have it in the air, then you're going to need to spawn-proof anywhere you don't want a golem to spawn. Anyways, we start by building our little platform to put our beds in. This is where the villagers are going to live forever. Just being scared by a zombie, it's going to go rawr, 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 rawr. And we're just going to close this section up 3 high. And that is it for the villager portion. And now we have to get our area where our zombie is going to sit and scare said villagers. And he's going to sit right there. And you can close him in however you want. It is important for the block above him to be a solid block, though, otherwise he will burn to death. Now, this next part is very, very important. Villagers are incredibly dumb, like they are super, super dum-dums. So you're going to want to put these trapdoors up top, and this will prevent the villagers from running right into the zombie who wants to num-num them. Alright, and this part of the farm is almost done. Actually, if I'm being honest, the whole farm's almost done. This is very, very simple. And we're just going to close everything in except where we want to put the villager and the zombie. Now, when you're done, you're going to want this top piece to be 7 by 7 with a wall around it. You can make it smaller, but I just find this to be the best. It's still easily concealable in a structure or whatever else you want to put it in. Alright, now we need to get our zombie and our villager in here. Now, I don't think I'm going to show this in survival, but you can just grab a boat and build a dirt path over to it and just drop the villagers in. And as far as the zombie, you can just lure him over a trapdoor after you throw him an item or name tag him, and he won't disappear, and, well, mobs are dumb. If they walk over an open trap door, they don't realize that it's an open block. They think it's a solid block. So we got our villagers in there. I just want to make sure our zombie doesn't burn. And that guy will not work. He's a shorty. Yep, not tall enough. Bye-bye. And we'll try this again. There we go. There's our buddy. Now, it's also important to click right above his head until you randomly get him where he's all the way on the ground, just to trap him down in his 2 blocks. Eventually you'll get it, just like that. All right, you can see they're already spooking. They haven't produced a golem yet because they haven't slept, being that these are villagers that have been spawned in and have never been to bed yet. Now, if these were villagers that you captured from another village and have went through the day-night cycle, then instantly, as soon as that zombie drops down there, a golem will pop up right away. Now, normally I'd make this look really pretty, but for the sake of the farm and being able to see it, we're just going to put glass around it so the golem can't fall out. And it's worth saying, I don't remember where I learned to build this farm, but I can guarantee that I'm not the first person to build it. So whoever did build this and I learned from, cool, dude. Thanks. This has been awesome. And after these guys sleep, this thing's pretty much set up to go. We just got to make our kill chamber and collection. And for that, we're going to need wood and some signs as well. I'm sorry, not wood. We're going to need walls and some signs, as well as some hoppers. And this is how I like to run my collection system. You can do it a lot of different ways, like a lot. This is just my preferred way. Now, these walls are important, very important, because our water is going to be flowing towards these. Now, if they're not there, it doesn't matter what block is behind them, because without those walls, the golems will spawn inside of the wall next to the flowing water and get trapped in the wall or get pushed out of the farm. It's a dumb bug, but it happens. And you just want to do signs on all sides, and then signs on top of the signs. And that leaves you a place to put your lava source. Now, most of my worlds have fire tick off, but even with fire tick on, these signs will not burn. However, if you are playing in a world with fire tick on, don't build this farm out of wood. Now, we did not give this villager, this zombie an item, so we're just going to quickly name tag him. We're going to give him a very special name. There you go, Billy. Scare those guys. Alright, now after we get these guys to sleep, this farm's gonna be a rollin'. Alright, my dudes, well, our villagers have slept, they now register their beds, and our recycling facility has started here. And that's pretty much it, that's the whole farm. I didn't really feel the need to tell you 7 blocks here, 10 blocks here. It's pretty simple to build, I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys got it. A couple last notes, though. Try to build this thing in your spawn chunks. Within, I believe, 168 blocks of, and that's just rough, I'm pretty sure that's what it is, of where you spawn. Because if you do, no matter where you are in the world, this thing will be functional. So you could go spend 100 days in the nether and come back, and this thing will have been just rocking the entire time. Other than that, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope it helped somebody. And like I said earlier, I don't know where I got this design from, but thanks, dude. It's awesome. And I'll see you guys in the next tutorial. This has been Simple and Effective. Later.